So while I'm still 29, I wanted to say some words. Last year, I wanted to make a video about turning 29, my last year of my 20s, and what I hoped I could achieve or do. Not just, well, I mean, people say that career wise, but I think myself as well, since I was going through such a hard time. Ooh, if there's an echo, I'm sorry. But I didn't get that chance to really. I had planned to do it, I think, the week after my birthday or within those days. But my father-in-law's birthday happened to be a few days after mine. They follow the lunar calendar. Yeah, lunar calendar. And a little bit like literally the day after we had dinner for his birthday, I got a sty in my eye, in this eye, and I think it like grew like not I don't think okay, it grew a ridiculous amount over the next few days, like it was so swollen. Obviously, I'm putting pictures here or hope to, and by like the I think the peak time it was so swollen. Like, I mean, I can see, but it was like really uncomfortable. And this was like this swelling and stuff took like 4 days or something. So I think like a little bit like a week and a half after my 29th birthday, I had to get an emergency eye surgery. Um, and I don't know if it's like normal for other people to feel that much pain during that time. I mean, they put anesthesia in, but I did not feel the anesthesia. Like it didn't kick in, and I felt every single thing they were doing. And Jay and I wish we kind of like we really wish we recorded it because now a year later I can laugh. But at that time it was so painful. I was screaming the entire time that they were doing the surgery. And I actually ended up screaming a lot of cuss words. And I think I ended up cursing at the surgeon. And he knew some English. He studied in America, so um, I think like a few minutes and after cursing so much and screaming, um, he stopped the surgery and he was like, I don't think. And unfortunately, he had gotten most of the stuff that was in there out. I think it got past the sty stage. It was ridiculous. Um, yeah, so he didn't get to flush everything out. He said there's a little bit left, but that was fine. So I had to wear an eye patch for a few days, take care of it, wash it carefully, put ointment. I was a pirate. So that was fun. And and in case you're wondering, there is like a little bit like of a permanent like if I cry, this gets quite more swollen than this eye. Um if like I think if when my allergies are bad, it gets more puffy, but if I don't think it's gonna focus enough. But this is me looking at you, right? And I don't know if you can notice, I kind of have to look that way. Okay. This one obviously is normal, but if you kind of look, this one there's like a slight like little curvature. Whoop. Yeah. And while that sty was growing, I lost some of my eyelashes, like that area were gone. It was completely bald. So it's just like eyelash, big patch of baldness eyelash. Um, and it took a little bit of time to recover. I don't know. But I'm fine now, obviously. And I didn't get to make that video with my thoughts. And I've thought about it all year, but at the same time, I'm really thankful I didn't make that video just because, well, then 2020 happened. And I kind of feel like my eye sty thing was like a sign that was like 29 is not going to be your year. But what can you do? So today is October 8th, 2020. I think it's 5:45 p.m. right now. I don't know where my husband is. He's somewhere. I just want to make this for myself to remember. There's a pandemic right now. There's coronavirus. Um, can't celebrate your birthday with anyone. Um, and it's nothing like how I imagined my 30th birthday would be at all. When I was 19, like my early 20s, I just imagined that my 30th birthday, well, first of all, I never imagined I'd be married. I just assumed I'd still be single, and I assumed I'd be back in America. I assumed I'd be working in like New York or something. I assumed I would have friends. Not that I don't have friends. My face is turning red. Not that I don't have friends. I do have a few friends, and I'm so thankful for the few of them because they are quality people for sure. Um, I think it's just um, not any specific person I can truly talk to like every day, not feel like I'm bothering them, and not feel self-conscious, and like be able to talk about like common interests such as like movies, because I'm quite particular with things that I like. Let's say like music wise, I don't listen to full albums. I just listen to one song. But if I really, really, really like that song, I will try to listen to some more songs. And if all those songs seem good, then I give a full album a chance. And that's so rare. Anyways, um, I mean, I've learned more about my personality type that um, makes my rants make more sense to me. I found out I'm INFJ, which is the world's rarest personality type. And when the more I read about it, the more I feel like, okay, I'm not crazy. Like these are normal things for my type of personality. Like ranting about stuff and then going to a different subject and different subject and blah blah blah. In my brain it all connects, but obviously to the other person it's really random. And they don't know that to me it connects, and um, yeah, I've learned so much about myself this past year of being 29, and I've gained a little bit more skills, and I've slowly been gaining a little bit more confidence, a little bit more self-love. Um, and tomorrow I'll be 30. Tomorrow, October 9, I'll be 30, and I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know what my 30s will bring. I don't know where we will be, what careers I will have, if anyone hires me during this crazy time, but um, I simply hope that I'm doing something that makes me happy, that makes me feel fulfilled, that I can really let out my creativity and I can be myself and I can learn new things, grow. Um, and I hope I continue being surrounded by great quality people. And my 20s, as great as it was to say, I'm a 20 something year old, at the same time, I'm I'm quite glad to be turning 30. I always heard that your 30s bring a lot of great things, like you become so much more confident and you don't take people's, trying to censor myself. You don't take people's crap, okay? You don't take people's crap. Um, and also I want to be unapologetically myself. I want to be able to not censor myself so much in fear of judgment from other people, and that's the biggest reason why I take such a long time editing vlogs or doing anything, is because I have such high anxiety about being judged by others, yet I don't, it's censoring myself. And I don't want to do that anymore. It's just quieting myself down, which has happened all my life, and it's not fair to do that anymore. So mm, yeah, I'm excited. I don't know what it'll bring, but I do know that hard work will go a long way. Changing careers is very difficult, especially what I'm changing into, but it's something I really want to do. Wherever it leads me to, it would lead me to. But in the end result, I just hope that in 10 years, by my 40s, and this is a long shot. If I said anything in my 20s about my 30s, probably be different. But I hope that by the time I'm 40, I'm just happy. I'm myself. I'm doing something that I love. And I'm not as shy. I don't have as much anxiety and I feel free. Um, yeah, okay, that's all. On my last day of being 29. Also, when in my early 20s, like let's say when I lived in China, I was dressing how I wanted to dress. Like I was looking back, I dressed quite well, and I was still learning how to dress myself. And I'm still thankful to Jason because he helped a lot. Um, and kind of like as my 20s passed by and I became more kind of like focused on what I'm doing with my life, like at the time, like teaching, I stopped caring so much about myself. Like, I kind of started giving up on myself. And, I don't really wear makeup. Even then I didn't, but like the most I did was wear like lip color. And I really missed that. So I want to go back to being at least that, having that again, learning how to dress myself, like what looks great on me, and building up my confidence and self love. Yeah, I think that's all for now. So, last day of being 29, I'm gonna go make my birthday cake. Then Jay will be home, and I don't know. Let's see what happens in my 30s. Hopefully, no more unexpected surgeries for sure. Hopefully. But I am getting older, so that means. Anyway,